My bad, it's in co-op mode. Take that off. No, it'll work. That was daft of me. Forgotten about that. I did that because this doesn't have an assembler on it, this platform that we brought up. Okay. Interesting result. Alright, that gives us access. No, it doesn't. That just gives us a conveyor. Okay, we can use tubing. Right, let's just pop a few of these in just for a laugh. Then we would go to that. Don't like it. No. I think we'd be better off with a small cargo container. Like that. And extend from that instead. That allows us then to place walls in. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'll just pop that in there for now for an idea. Okay. Let's see if what happens when we produce this. So what I want to do is try and make this into a dock. Now we've got these things hanging down from the roof. Okay. At least we've got our production sorted here. Iron's okay, we've got stuff on board the ship. There's backup. Alright. I think we've got a chance. I think we've got a bit of a chance. Alright, that gives us an access point here now. That's good news. Okay, let's pop you in, let's pop you in, let's start using up some of this plate, we've got plenty of it. Okay. Trying to get an idea for this corner. See if it's practical or not. Alright, this is our entranceway. That's in the right place. It's these turrets that are bothering me. Okay. Can fix that up to a point. Yes, we can. Alright. Final solution. Let's do it. Always awkward building like this, because you've got to come up with the solution as, well, not on the fly, but as things develop. Yeah, we can do this. What we do is we turn... yeah, you. We turn off here. Like so. We then come... how far out? Another one out. You'll do. Like that. Then we need a connector. That one. Which goes like that. Okay. So that's that base idea. Then we would put a connector on, which would be number 7. Like that. There. And that places our connector a little bit close, doesn't it? I mean, that's flyable. But we've only got a couple of blocks clearance. Hold the phone. Yeah, we bring that down another block. It's not going to work there. That's going to be way too difficult to maneuver past. So, how do we do that? Well, we can take you off. I don't want piles of tubing everywhere either. It goes in the floor. Goes down there. Alright. Wrong one.
Energy low.
Goes there in the floor. Alright, I'm getting the idea now of how this can work. Without making it ridiculously hard to dock. That gives us a docking space. Yeah, the floor's about the right place. Oh. How intriguing. Alright, tube that in. So, Point that downwards, please. To there. Then we go downwards to there. Then we can turn it, page down to there. Then we want 5, is it? These. So... probably a bit more. Yeah, a bit more than that. Okay. Alright, and then a connector. So try 7 on there. Is that any better? How much interference from there are we going to give? 3. Okay. There. Okay, I'm a bit happier with that. It's just that I need a 45-degree angle of attack for these turrets. And if you put a ship on the end there, I think we're just about got it. Doesn't affect that way. That's okay, that's a spare. Alright, yeah. Finally! Let's build that. It should work. Right, let's put that into building. That's why I put this here, so that I could don't have to go as far, basically. I always find it weird doing this kind of thing because I'm not very good at base building. But this will put us a docking area in, which is expandable now. I don't mind that. Always difficult to gauge whether something like this would work or not. I think it's next to impossible to decide whether things are going to work or not in this game sometimes. You just have to go with instinct or how you feel about something. Let's just see if things work. Okay, how are we doing here? Again, not difficult to build it, it's just thinking through it so that it's not going to mess up everything else that you've built. I find that the hardest part. because that's usually what happens. We'll be alright with that. I'm sure we'll be alright. It's Goat the Destroyer, and I'm expanding the space station due to a dirty great big platform arriving for building. I'm having to put an extra docking area in because our mining ship doesn't really fit anymore where it is. The platform seems to be covering a lot of space. So I'm just popping in some extra access, as it were. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. So that's given us a bit better space for access. Now we need lighting for all of this. The lighting around here is awful. So, let's do lighting. Yeah, trying to build docking areas. Always good fun. Have I got anything for lighting here? No. That'll do. What have I just produced? Construction components, okay. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo-doo-doo. Come on, where are you? There you are. Right. Let's pop a light on top of here, I think. That's probably a sensible idea, so I can find it in the dark. Not allowed to. Alright. Got to keep it outside of those. Okay, we'll pop it there then. Any more lighting required? Probably at the back as well. Oh, thank you somebody for something. What just happened? Oh, Firewalls, thank you for the follow. Very kind of you. What just happened, he says. Why not a blinking red light so you don't accidentally hit it with a ship? Good question. The answer is, why not? Indeedy. I don't have a decent reply to that. I'm never sure what to put where or do what with lights. I find them a bit intrusive at times. So what I normally do is just a standard setup on them, which can be effective, but then again, maybe not. Might have to make these ones slightly bright though. So my standard setup is a bit like that, but in space I'll use 4. Blinking lights, not my favourite. Anything that blinks annoys me. It's a bit like things beeping. I don't like things that beep either. Fair enough. No, I mean, your idea is correct. That's the thing. I don't have a counter argument, really. It's personal preference. Anything that I design is personal preference or on the spur of the moment ideas, maybe. Well, at times. This part is. None of this was pre-designed. I mean, the platform, I had a good idea of what I was doing when I was doing it. But things like lights, I wing it a little bit. But I think we've got enough there to go with to give us a chance. But I think you're right, actually. Probably using different lighting techniques, especially for where you're docking, might be a damn good idea. In fact, it is a damn good idea. Obviously, what we've done here will, or possibly will, change in the future. So, yeah. Keep that thought. Ah, for God's sake. So we can bring this floor and wall out. But do I really want to bring the wall out? Doubt it. Doobie-doobie-dum. I think that'll do. For our base construct. Okay. Oopsie daisy. Put these back so we didn't need them. Alrighty. That doesn't work out too badly. I think we've got room for an extra ship in here. Quite happily. Oops, done it again. And again. Keep missing. Yeah, that's enough to build up. If we go with something like that, I think we should be okay. So yeah, the ideas that you have are usually right. What planet are you near in the game? Earth. The Earth-type planet. We're heading to the moon at the moment. You don't like when your ships flip over and explode on me when I'm welding in the atmosphere. They shouldn't. Yeah, it's okay. Placing random blocks in. Oh, I do that a lot. You're on Triton. Nice place. Nice place. Triton's pretty damn good start. Didn't I do Triton in one of my hardcore series? I might have done. Hard for me to remember things. Okay, a bit more plate, please. We're running out of plate. Okay, we'll leave that then. Right, we've done enough on that. For now. Okay, how are we gonna do this, baby? So I'll run through this. You know it's not, oh dear. You hate the snowstorms, makes it impossible to see, especially when flying. Ah, right, yes, well, fog. I've been experiencing bad fog and lightning storms down on the planet Earth there. What I basically do is I build a platform like this whilst on a planet, using like a shipyard. Then I'll fly up into space to a pre-designated outpost like this one, and I'll build the next stage of the ship at the outpost in space, because the heavier you make the ship, the harder it is to get it off the planet. That's the reason for it, and this ship got to the stage where it needed to be moved, which is why it's now here. I'm thinking of extending this, because that is a little close. We'll leave it for a minute or two. No idea how I'm going to build this ship yet. I've had about 3 different variations on thoughts of how to do this. I've got a feeling if we start from, say, that engine over there and work our way through, we might be okay. Those thoughts that I've had are keep as is, building up into a pressurised cabin and a pressurised area at the front here, which means moving the whole of this connection business a bit longer, or even moving that into the floor. That has a possibility. Otherwise, building up the base level of the ship to the same, well, to this height here, making this the actual platform that we're on at this height, which then gives me this area below to work into. But when you have a look at this thing from underneath, it's again very, I kept it flat on purpose, but we still have tanks extruding. So this has to be built up no matter what I do to armour the tanks. I think you can see where I'm coming from on that. Could then make the top part into a pressurised helm for the ship. Yeah, exactly. That does interest me. Okay, I'm going to hold off on that. Right. We are on a resource check, aren't we? Wrong button. Okay, we're not under attack, so that's a good start, I guess. A bit more lighting going on in here now. That's okay. So we're okay. We're okay. We've got various forms that this ship can take on. It'll be interesting, I guess. So that's the battle cruiser. That's our small mining ship. Alright, I'm going to use this large container. It's got 20,000 spare. Okay. Right, yeah. BC, large container, here we go. Didn't have gold. We do have Gatling ammo, that's good news. We can take 50 back on that, I think. Magnesium's now 1.04k, which is where I wanted it. That's good news. Production, ammo, Gatling. Thank you. Take you. Otherwise, we're looking okay. Yeah, I think we're okay with that. Got 6-7 in a small container as well. Of course we have. Alright, that's looking okay. I think we're going for Gatling ammo now. That's a good start for 10. Have to keep that supply pretty high because there's quite a few Gatling guns knocking around. What resources are we going to need? We're going to need a lot of iron. We're at 36. And we also need a jump drive, so we've got the gold for the jump drive. We're nearly set for building. What about mining? And we are set for mining, okay. So we can move this ship out of the way. That might help. Don't think I need to yet. What I want to do is move this ship out of the way. God, this is awkward. Alright, if we just unlock to about there, that'll do. Alright. We can take this connector off, can't we?
Inventory full.
Always have a cargo container close by if I can. Just helps with building. We can make a decision now about this. Yeah. We can decide whether we want to do what we just did or place it into this floor position, which I think is probably better if we put it in here. Off that conveyor. Rather than having it sticking up and sticking out, we can fit it into the floor at long last. We can use conveyors for that. So we're already changing the options that we had from before. Well, just trying to fit it into the kind of ideas that we've now got developing. So that would come 3 forwards. Then we can take on the pipe. Yeah. A bit like that. And that can go into a connector. That would then work properly. I think. I think it'll work better than what we had before. Whilst we were down on the planet, I couldn't make this kind of decision because I didn't know what it was going to be like in space. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. Have to readjust that connector. It's just a variation on the same kind of ideas, really. But by moving it, we just streamlined it out of the way, so we've got a better idea if we can make that into a pressurized cabin or not. Also, puts the balance right. Because one of the things I'm not going to have on this ship is a refinery and an assembler. I'm not going to do it. It's going to cause problems in the future, isn't it? Oh. Okay. Where's that connector? We'll put BC in front of it. And I want that strength modification doing down to a 0-1. Always do that. I find it helps me when docking. And of course my connector's changed. There it goes. Alright, 3, 2, 1. That's okay. Gives us a bit more room to fly this thing out. Yeah, I'm happy with just a little bit of extra distance. Yeah, if we pressurize that part. Interesting development that. That alters the whole front end of this. Certain things I can do, certain things I can't. The pilot's seat would have to go on that block there. That's the only place it can go from what I've done. If we're going to place it as a pilot's seat. Ah. Damn it. I still don't know whether to go with pressurized or not. If I don't, then I actually make the ship from that point. So I think we don't to start off with. Because it pulls that forward. It pulls this cockpit forward. To here. Which in itself is a development that could be useful. But how useful? Yeah, it's useful if I place them in it. Okay. Actually, we'll pop you through as well. We only need one of each bottle on us at the moment. Right, that's shifted you out of the way. Which means I can leave that alone. Alright. We're going to need some iron. If I'm doing silly things like that. Yeah. I'm not liking placing that there. If we go from that spot there, hold the phone. Can't see it. Because obviously I want to put a roof on. I'll just put the block in for a sec. How far up does this go? Okay. Does go to the right height. Is that the height I want? Let's just put some roof in. An idea of the roof. Now if you pull that out for roof size, does it cover these engines? It does. Alright. I think I'll go with that. For now. this could be altered so quickly. Bit untrue, really, isn't it? That would be a roof section. See, there's this great big blooming gap here. Ah, it joins there. Okay. I'm just looking at turret positions. Leading or trailing. One of the things that's happening is that we're leaving access ways underneath here. Which could be helpful. We're also gaining quite a lot of armour, which I like. Yeah, we do have to move the turrets up. Okay. I think it could work, you know. One of the problems I've got is this dirty great big thing sticking out the back here. Yeah, okay. Let's see what we can do about that then. Just needs to be covered. Doesn't need to do much here. Doesn't need to do much at all. You can just cover it like that. Because remember, the attack point is the top. I'm not bothered about the rear. I'm not bothered about the front. I'm just bothered about the top. Damn it, it works. Hate it when things work. And they shouldn't do. Because this turns into a point of interest. I think we should cover that. Okay. That's a little awkward. Can't put blocks in, you see, because of the turrets. That's why they have to move. Also gives us an extra wall. Can we use this wall for anything? Covers that engine, which is good. Problem here. I mean, it's covered. not very well, but it's covered. I think it can work. But you can see now what would be a cockpit area, and if we wanted to make it into a full cockpit with pressurized we can. Not a lot of space to do it, but we can. It's going to be damn big though, because this is going to get huge out here. It's doable. A bit flat. Passageway gets blocked. Yes, it does. Okay. Well, that solves that problem. Okay, that needs to be thought about. No two ways about that, is there? I'd have to shift the turrets up to see it properly, I think. Why is this always so awkward? When I'm trying to think of ideas for how to build a ship, you see, nothing says I have to put the roof there. I can go another one up. No, I want to keep that central part as lean and as mean as possible. It's these protrusions on the outside, like the building up into a couple of pods, maybe, engine-wise. Possibly into something even bigger. It's not easy. I don't like the flatness of this central line, though. Bit awkward. Right, let's see what we've got in orbit for iron. Got that one. Not a lot. I've got that one. That looks okay. whilst I'm just thinking about things. We'll travel over towards the iron. Can always pick some up. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not liking what I'm doing yet. When I hit the ideas... Oh. When I hit new ideas, like that, where I could raise the roof as we travel to the outside. That sounds better. I mean, the underside of it I don't really care about because that's just placing blocks in for armour coverage. The top side of it matters a lot. If we can get a decent enough shape, it'll give me an idea of what the final thing is going to look like. And I think I've just had a good idea. Glad I didn't move those Gatling guns now. And at least we're not coming under attack by pirates. They all seem to be at a distance, which is good. Ah, sea iron. Let's head towards the iron. Wow. Yeah, this is a lot more difficult than doing the designs for the destroyer that we made, because I had a preconceived idea of exactly what the destroyer was going to look like by the time I finished it. This one, it's a wing, but so it goes widthways, not lengthways. And that does present me with a different idea for how to build it. I think I've got it. You never know, dear. Never know. Oh, found some iron. Let's grab some of this whilst we're here. What are we like on containers in this thing? Hmm. 15,000. Okay, we're about halfway. Shave off a little bit of this, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Just for a starter for 10. I'm glad these ships work alright. Again, just simple designs do the job nicely. You don't have to fly them around at 100 meters per second all the time. You can chill out a little bit and relax. Oh, Twitch has done its Twitch thing where it's restarted my stream about an hour ago. Nice. Thanks. Alright. So, tomorrow we'll be looking at the start of the build on the battle cruiser. I've just been giving myself a few ideas today. I mean, when you're in space, it just frees everything up. So, being able to build in space is a big advantage, I think. And if you get the opportunity, I think you should take it. The problem in space is the resources, obviously. Getting hold of enough iron and stuff like that. But I think with a little patience it's doable. $9.4 on a freighter, okay. That's not looking good. It is going past us though. I'm just checking to make sure we haven't got any beacons or anything silly on. We haven't. Okay. Doubt it'll come close enough then. Right, how do we dock? I don't know my docking procedures now. We dock underneath, don't we? Alright, that looks like an easier to manage thing. Except for the fact there's turrets in the way. But hey ho. Doesn't matter, does it? Come on, game, let me twist. Thank you. Well, at least it's a defended spot. Sort of, if we don't shoot ourselves. Bit twisted, it'll do. Yeah. Alrighty, I think we have to look at it from the front, don't we? There. Yeah, what I'm thinking is that. Press delete. and bringing this up to this point here. Now there's huge reasons for this later on. More engines. But would that work better? Shape-wise, yes. Huh. Does that extend to where I want it to extend to? That doesn't. Yeah, okay, fair enough. It's this extension I'm more worried about here. It can do. But that does alter its overall shape quite well into something which I wanted, because at this point here, this is going to get rather large. And I think that's what this is all about, is how do I transform or transfer the shape from what is the main wing into predominantly what is going to be a huge engine. Yeah, that comes all the way out. It's quite large. It's a large area. That's only a single block, so we need double block. Doesn't matter about going in there, so we can take that back in. But this back part, we can't. I need to move this thing to find out. Yeah, okay. So that's me initial thoughts. I need to build up one side into a full version, I think. But that's a lot of armour, isn't it? You got to remember also that there is heavy plating to go on top of that and ice to store on this thing. Alright. I think we'll go with that. That's some of the ideas that I've got coming through at the moment. Not brilliant ideas, I know. But as we get further into this, I've got a feeling I'm going to have to build up that back engine first to give me the dimensions of that area. I might even have to move those engines back further. What we're basically going to end up with is 3 ships in one. We're going to have a central point where we're going to be flying it from normally, and then we're going to have 2 medium type ships on either side with the end where the engines are now. Which is why I want a heavily armoured central point, so we can keep those 2 ships together. We do have to decide whether they're going to be detachable or not. Yeah. I don't think in a straight line, do I? Never mind. Okay, so you got some of the thoughts about what I want to develop here. You can see the kind of size. It's huge. Damn thing is so big, it's going to take forever to make. We do now have the start of a docking bay below the station itself. I think that's progress. It's going to be damned interesting if I can pull this off. Right. I'm going to call it there. So, in the meantime, if you want to catch up on any of this, of how I've got to this stage, pop by on YouTube. It's in the About section. I think there's a link there. So feel free to pop over, have a look at Season 1, the beginnings of Season 2 even. Good places to look. Have a look at the hardcore. We'll be doing that on Saturday. So, yeah. I think I've got somewhere I like with that. And the thoughts are starting to come together. Getting a bit more linear rather than random. Will it all work out? Will it heck us like? It'll change as we go. But that's the whole point. That's the whole point. We'll let it change naturally. Well, thank you. Thank you for popping by. And thank you for everybody that's been in chat. Nice to meet new people like Firewolves and old favourites. So you're always welcome to have a chat with us if you wish whilst I'm streaming, and enjoy yourselves. Get out there and have some fun.